What if I told you that within every cell of your body lies a forgotten power, not just energy, but conscious energy, passed down through secret lineages, whispered by sages in mountain caves, and guarded for millennia? Imagine a force so refined, so potent, that it doesn't just fuel your body as it reshapes it. A current flowing beneath your skin, weaving through your bones, rewriting the very code of your being. This is not science fiction. This is Qi, and those who have mastered it, from Taoist immortals to Shaolin monks, didn't just live longer. They lived differently, with clarity, with vitality, with an unshakable stillness at the center of their storm. But here's the secret they never told you. Qi isn't just something you feel. It's something that changes you, at the cellular level. Yes, your cells, the building blocks of your flesh, your blood, your mind. Modern science is only now beginning to glimpse what the ancients knew all along, that breath, movement, and intention can alter the very architecture of your biology. In this video, we will uncover the hidden mechanics of Qi Gong, the ancient art of cultivating Qi, and reveal how this mystical practice does more than heal. It transmutes. We'll journey into the forgotten wisdom of the East, explore the sacred movements that awaken dormant energy, and discover how a single breath, done with awareness, can shift the vibration of your entire being. Are you ready to step beyond the veil of ordinary existence? To unlock a power that has been hidden in plain sight? Then take a deep breath and let's begin. Long before the first laboratories were built and microscopes revealed the cell, there were those who looked inward, not with instruments, but with awareness. In the mist-shrouded mountains of ancient China, beneath the gaze of silent pines and stone statues of forgotten sages, a profound truth was uncovered. The Taoist masters called it Qi, the breath of heaven, the pulse of earth, the invisible thread that binds all life. They did not see the body as separate from the cosmos, nor spirit from flesh. To them, existence was a continuous flow, a great river of energy, and the human being was but a whirlpool within it. The earliest records of this wisdom appear in texts older than recorded history itself. Scrolls inked in vermilion, hidden in jade boxes, passed secretly from master to disciple. The Huangdi Neijing, the Yellow Emperor's classic of medicine, speaks of Qi as the vital force that courses through meridians, not merely physical pathways, but energetic rivers mapping the soul's journey through form. But here's what most people miss. This knowledge wasn't meant for the common man. It was guarded, not out of greed, but necessity. Because to awaken Qi without understanding is like lighting fire without knowing how to contain it. Many sought the path, few walked it. And so these teachings became esoteric, encoded in movement, masked in myth. The Shaolin monks wove Qi Gong into martial forms, not just to fight, but to refine the body into an unbreakable vessel. The Taoists used it to achieve longevity, not immortality in the literal sense, but a timeless presence, a state where aging slows and the mind shines like polished bronze. Why was this knowledge lost to the modern world? Because we stopped listening to the body. We forgot how to breathe. We traded stillness for speed, silence for noise, and in doing so severed our connection to the very current that sustains us. Yet now, as science begins to catch up, speaking of biofields, epigenetics and quantum biology, we find ourselves standing at the threshold once more. The veil is thinning, and what was once whispered in caves is now ready to be spoken aloud. Shall we move forward into the heart of the mystery? Let's now explore the core mechanics, the secret science of how Qi truly works within your cells. Inside every cell of your body, trillions of them, there is movement. Not just the mechanical dance of proteins and enzymes, but something deeper, a subtle vibration, a hum, a rhythm that predates language, older than bone or breath. This is where Qi begins. To the modern eye, life is chemistry. To the ancient sages, life was movement, not just physical, but energetic and conscious. And at the center of it all was Qi, the vital force that animated the formless into form. Now, let's break this down. Qi doesn't flow like blood through veins. It moves through what the ancients called meridians, invisible pathways mapped not by scalpel or microscope, but by centuries of observation, meditation, and direct experience. These channels are not just metaphysical constructs. They are functional realities, much like gravity before Newton gave it a name. In Qi Gong, practitioners learn to awaken these pathways through specific movements, breath patterns, and focused intention. Each posture isn't random. It's a key, unlocking a door within the body's energy field, directing Qi to where it's needed most. But here's the real secret. Qi doesn't just move through you. It communicates with you. It speaks in sensation, in warmth, in tingling fingertips, in sudden clarity after a long session of practice. It's as if your cells remember something they've forgotten. A song from deep in your ancestral past, humming back to life. Modern science is now discovering what mystics have known for millennia, that our cells respond not only to chemical signals, but also to vibrational ones, frequencies carried by sound, breath, and movement. This is why certain Qigong practices involve vocal toning, or slow, spiraling motions. They're not just symbolic, they're resonant. They create harmony between body and energy field, and when that harmony is restored, the body heals itself. Stress dissolves, chronic pain fades, the mind becomes still. Let me give you an analogy. Imagine your body is a garden. Thoughts are seeds, emotions are water. And Qi? Qi is the sunlight, the unseen force that determines whether those seeds grow into thorns or blossoms. Qi Gong is the gardener's art. Through its practice, you don't just cultivate energy, you cultivate awareness. You begin to feel the pulse of life beneath your skin. You start to notice how tension blocks flow, how fear contracts the chest, how joy opens the heart and allows Qi to surge freely. And over time, something extraordinary happens. Your cells begin to change, not metaphorically, literally. Because when energy flows consistently and consciously, it alters the cellular environment. Oxygenation increases, inflammation decreases, gene expression shifts. We'll dive deeper into the science in the next section. But for now, understand this. Qi is not some mystical abstraction. It is the living current that shapes your biology. And when you learn to guide it, you become the architect of your own transformation. Are you ready to go deeper? Let's now uncover the hidden mechanisms, the secret science behind how Qi truly changes your cells. Let's go further, beyond movement, beyond breath, beyond even intention. We now enter the realm of cellular alchemy, where Qi doesn't just flow through you, it reshapes you. You see, the ancients didn't just believe in healing. They believed in transformation, in refinement, in turning base matter into gold, not metaphorically but literally within the crucible of the human body. This is the hidden promise of Qi Gong. To understand how Qi changes your cells, we must first recognize that the body is not a static machine. It is a living, breathing ecosystem, constantly rewriting itself based on input. And what most people overlook is that this input isn't just food or medicine. It's energy with intelligence. Qi modern science calls it biofield regulation. Ancient masters called it Ne Dan, internal alchemy, the process by which subtle energy refines the physical form, purifying not just the body, but the very essence of being. Let me share something rarely spoken aloud. Every cell in your body has memory. Not just genetic memory, though that's part of it, but energetic memory. Trauma, joy, fear, love, all are stored in cellular tissue, encoded like whispers in the cytoplasm. This is why emotional wounds can manifest as physical pain, why unresolved grief can calcify into disease. And this is where Qi intervenes. Through consistent Qigong practice, slow flowing movements paired with deep diaphragmatic breathing and meditative focus, you begin to unlock these blockages. You awaken the body's innate intelligence. You send a signal to your cells. The danger has passed. We can heal now. But how? Science tells us that mechanical forces, like the gentle stretching and compression in Qi Gong forms, influence something called mechanotransduction. That's a fancy way of saying your cells respond to physical movement by altering their behavior. Genes switch on, inflammation reduces, repair mechanisms activate. Even more fascinating, studies in epigenetics show that environmental signals, including energy states induced by breath and movement, can alter gene expression without changing DNA itself. In other words, your lifestyle, mindset, and energetic state determine which genes get expressed and which remain dormant. Qi doesn't change your DNA, but it awakens what was already there. Now, let's address a powerful myth. Qi is not just for martial artists or monks. That's a misconception born from centuries of secrecy. Yes, elite practitioners achieved extraordinary feats, bodies unyielding to age, minds impervious to stress. But those same principles apply to anyone willing to listen, because Qi doesn't belong to one tradition. It doesn't require robes or rituals. It only asks for presence, for breath, for movement, done with awareness. And when you give it that, your cells remember who they truly are. Are you beginning to feel the depth of this wisdom? Then let's bring it down to earth. In the next section, we'll explore how you can begin applying this ancient science in your own life, step by step, breath by breath. Now that you understand the power of Qi, how it moves, how it communicates with your cells, and how it can transform your very biology, the next step is clear. It's not enough to simply know. You must do, because Qi is not a theory. It is a living current, and to awaken it, you must begin to move with it, not against it. Let me guide you through your first steps into the world of Qi Gong, tailored for modern life, but rooted in ancient truth. Step 1. The foundation. Breath like a sage. Begin each morning with 3 deep breaths. Stand or sit upright, spine long. Inhale slowly through your nose, allowing your lower abdomen to expand like a balloon. Then exhale gently through your mouth, as if sighing out tension from deep within. This is called lower dantian breathing, the gateway to cultivating internal energy. Do this for just 3 minutes and you'll already feel a shift. Breath is the bridge between body and spirit. With every inhale, you draw in fresh Qi. With every exhale, you release what no longer serves you. Step 2. The movement. Embrace the flow Tri. This simple form known as raising the heavens and pressing the earth. Stand with feet, shoulder width apart. Inhale. Raise both arms slowly above your head, palms facing up as if lifting invisible clouds. Exhale. Press your hands down in front of your body, palms facing down, as if pushing stagnant energy into the earth. Repeat for 9 cycles. This motion opens the central meridian, the body's main energy channel, and helps align your posture and flow. Perform this daily, even once, and over time, you'll notice greater clarity, groundedness, and vitality. Step 3. The mindset. Be present. Not perfect, many beginners fall into the trap of perfectionism. They worry about getting the movements exactly right. Forget perfection. Focus on presence. Qi responds to awareness. A slow, mindful movement done with intention is worth 100 rushed repetitions. So when you practice, let go of distractions. Feel the air on your skin. Notice the subtle sensations in your fingertips. Allow yourself to become the movement, not just perform it. Overcoming obstacles, you may encounter resistance, mental, emotional, even physical. That's normal. As Qi begins to move, it stirs old patterns, dormant energies. You might feel tired, emotional, or restless. This is not a sign to stop. It's a sign you're beginning to unlock something powerful. Be patient. Stay consistent. Even 5 minutes a day will yield results over time. Would you like to know the final secret? Qi Gong doesn't just change your body, it changes your relationship with time itself. As you cultivate Qi, you begin to move at a different rhythm, slower, deeper, more aligned. Now, are you ready to embrace this path? Let's close with a reflection that will leave you transformed. You now hold something rare, not just knowledge, but activation. Because what we've explored today is not merely about energy work or ancient traditions. It's about remembering who you truly are, a living vessel of Qi, a walking temple of breath and motion, a being coded with the same intelligence that moves the stars. The ancients didn't practice Qi Gong to become extraordinary. They practiced to return to their natural state, one of clarity, vitality, and effortless alignment with life itself. You don't need a monastery. You don't need decades of study. You only need to begin with one breath, one movement, one moment of awareness. And as you do, your cells will listen, your body will remember, your spirit will awaken. So I leave you with this. What would your life look like if every morning began with intention? If every step carried purpose? If every breath was a dialogue with the universe itself? Qi is not waiting for you to chase it. It is already flowing quietly, patiently, beneath your skin, within your bones, in every heartbeat, every exhale. All you must do is turn your attention inward and begin. If this video stirred something within you, if you feel called to walk this path, then don't just watch. Engage, reflect, share, and above all, breathe. Thank you for watching. Stay curious, stay present, and may your journey be guided by the eternal pulse of Qi.